Ramon is working on the head on the seacock again. So the reason why we keep on working on it over and over and over again is because we try to find the cause and just try not to spend a lot of money by buying new pumps and stuff, which actually would make things way easier. But yeah. So how is it going?
Poking around. It's open.
Yeah.
It's an open position, so water should be squirting in, but it's not, so I'm trying to deblock it from the inside until it squirts out. But I don't want this to get stuck and this to get open, because then we'll be screwed.
Yeah, they will be sinking slowly.
Yeah, so
okay, and meanwhile I'm trying to clean up the engine. Show you guys. So hope you can see. Yeah, so you can see all our isolation material is a bit bad, and it's all breaking down. So I think in the nearby future we'll try to get the engine out and clean that all up. But for now she's a bit salty here and there, so I'm just gonna try and clean all the connections, oil them a bit in so they don't rust as much. And also I want to check the alternator, which is over here. So I want to check the alternator, the connections, and try to figure out how it works with our battery charger, which is over here. Oh, I have to come back there. Something happened. Let's have a look.
something good just happened.
What happened? What happened?
Just let me show you. I'm going to open it up real briefly.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. So that should have done it. I think
Wow.
there was a lot of this white calcium coming out. So which is always the case in both salt water and shit.
Pretty cool.
All right, let's put it back together.
Awesome. And how much time did it take you?
About 15 minutes of doing and about 5 days of thinking about it.
Yeah, well,
So never think, just do.
So that's what I'm gonna try and do now as well. Check the engine, try to understand the alternator and the BMS system, which is the battery management system that takes care that the alternator's output isn't too high or too low, or just takes care of the charging of the batteries. So there's not too much charge, because if it's too much charge, the battery's temperature will get too high and then they'll get gassing, which is quite dangerous and they might explode. The other thing for this system now, we have the problem that we have too much voltage. So the battery management system can regulate the voltage, and it can make it up go a bit higher, but it can lower it down as well. So we have 15.5, which is too much. Lead acid batteries can handle it, but we were thinking about getting deep cycled lead acid batteries, and they only can have like 14.4. If they get higher, they start gassing and it will ruin the battery, and it's not ideal. So I'm gonna try and figure out where the fault is, just for the connections now. And later on we can start the engine, but not today because we don't have the water coolant pump. And we asked our friend here, the engineer, thanks Dimitris, and he's going to take a look at it. So he's hopefully going to fix it, and then we can start the motor. And meanwhile I'm going to do this battery management system. Hopefully that works. and then we start the motor, and then everything should be fine. We shouldn't have too high voltage, and if that's all fine, we're probably gonna buy the deep cycle batteries. Yes, and then an extra task would be to overhaul the engine and make a new isolation.
Yeah, we'll do that in a day off.
Yeah, we have a crane aboard.
Kind of crane.
Kind of crane, so it should be fine, and otherwise it would cost way too much money if we have to ask you around here. And I'm sure other people have done it by themselves. I even think Nike from White Spot Pirates did it. Untie the Lines. So yeah,
she's hardcore. She's one of our great heroes.
She's very inspiring.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you rock, Nike.
Definitely.
We're huge fans.
Yep, definitely. Anyhow, well, get back to it. Joy. Ah. Yeah.
Got it?
That's positive?
Yeah.
First the negative, no?
Touch it with your tongue.
But first we should get the negative off, actually, don't we?
No. Yeah, that's right, actually. Well, not at the same time.
I pay the price for your lack of vision.
And now, cut off the ribbons. Alright, can you hold something underneath?
Oh yeah, okay.
Your hands.
Ah, finger!
That's it.
And then
Now
we need the blue one.
Alright, this
Do you want another
one.
color?
And we measured this, and it is 6 to 14, right?
14, 16, yeah. 14, 18.
10, 6.
Even.
Yeah. Anyway, you got one.
I think we can use a yellow one.
Yeah.
But what is the best connection? Do you want this one, this one, this one?
That one. I think it should be alright. So you put this in.
Wait, here.
Oh yeah. Alright, you wanna try it anyway? Which one's the biggest? This one.
This would be
Okay, here you go. Hold this.
this one.
Oh, well, we
Wait,
should the other way around.
Put your fingers.
Yeah, and squeeze it all the way. Ta-da!
Is it fixed or is it a bit too big?
It's a bit wobbly.
A bit too big, huh? Maybe let's try
Try
the
the
second one.
Try the second. Oh, it doesn't fit.
Mm.
Just squeeze it anyway.
Let's try, yeah. Don't know if I'm gonna break it or.
Sure, let's find out. That's tight now.
Is it?
It's probably not the way to do it. Don't do this at home. But it's tight.
It's super tight. But you've got some over here, so I hope it doesn't melt the.
The plastic? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't get that hot. If it does, it's fucked away. Everything's fucking falling apart.
Brown is negative, blue is positive. Which
Yeah,
confused the
which
hell out
is
of me.
very much sense.
I would say brown is more like red, but no.
I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, that's that. That's the solar panels.
We crimped our first wires.
We crimped the first wires. Felt great.
Yeah.
You're live.
Woohoo, I'm alive! I'm alive! Oh my god, I'm alive! Oh my god, what do I need to do? Shit!
Go outside and fix the internet, woman.
Okay. Okay. Oh, windy! But I've been kicked out of the boat, out of Mutiny, because our internet is having trouble and we use a booster which we hang into the mast right up there. So now I need to get up there and try to change it or wiggle the cord or whatever. So I got little footsteps here in the mast, as you can see, with my sexy flip-flops, and let me get a grip. 1, 2, 3. Whoppy. Let me go this side from that rope. Yep. And then I need to get up there to give the Wi-Fi a bit of a push. Which I'm trying now. Because it has been a bit windy. Let's check if that's okay. And it's gonna be get more windy. And the thing is, you can never, ever have your halyards free of wind. Like halyards would be these roofs. The blue one goes all up there. You can see it, yeah. And that comes back down, so we can control it. And you see all this line wrapped around it and attached to the forestail. That is because it's going to be slappy, like the slappy noise you hear over there with our neighbor, because it's slapping. But this is my turn, so next one will be Ramon's turn. Just check if the internet works. Is it working?
It fucking works.
Yay! I did a good job.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Whoop whoop. What am I getting now?
The reward, we just made 0.00250
Cents?
Nigerian cents on the stock market.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah, we're gonna get loaded.
I'm gonna get rich. So here we are again in the battery compartment, and now I'm gonna try and get this bus bar off. But before I start, let's just put the power off. I'm just gonna put the main off here and then the 12 volt over here. So that way I won't get zapped. I could probably do it with the electricity on, but nah, rather not. Okay, let's see. I think this should be the positive. Is it? No, this is the... Yeah, this makes it confusing, you see. So this is the positive, which is this brown cable, but then this brown cable would be the negative, and it's also brown, so that's quite confusing. So I need to cut these. Quite a handy tool, this one. Okay, now I need to cut this malacca, which is pretty difficult without a good tool. It doesn't look very good, does it? So, as you can see, that is quite corroded all. So we'll eventually, when we get new batteries, we'll order new cables. Because yeah, you saw just this came all off the cable, which is not ideal. It's rust, so it's not working properly, and the system is quite old. So we just have to get it all renewed, which is quite exciting as well, because then we know everything about it and we can fix all the problems. So I think what I want to say is we're going somewhere. So yeah, learning a lot and solving things. That's I like that. Love it. I'll show you the bus bar, which is in here, and that looks pretty clean. If you can see that. That is pretty nice, isn't it? Very clean. And I put it in some vinegar and baking soda until it fizzles. When it stops fizzling, then you get a little paste, and you take a toothbrush, which is now over there, and you clean it up. Yeah. And now I am working on the engine, because we had a bit of a problem with the alternator. Now, so as I just said, the positive, the negative, and then this one connects to the alternator, which you can see over here, and it goes back to the battery management system. And I think we had a problem over there. So it's not men doing electronics and engines and women doing the dishes and cleaning the boat, right, babe?
I gotta start cooking soon.
Yeah, see? And he's gonna do the dishes as well.
I did.
Already! Ooh, it already.